56, right there, 56.
Army.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That's what I do.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
56.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Two times.
We got
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 2-yard line.
Check. Yellow. Hey, watch the lane.
Check. Lucky. Check 3.
Hey, 15.
Under 10.
Slam. Hey, 57.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Man, that's trash. Go. Check Mike 99. Watch QB drop.
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check. Fresno.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Watch it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Going the other way.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Switch.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Patriots 14, Chiefs nothing. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist.
Tight dog. Tight dog.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37.
That's it, baby.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Fight on these two. Let's go, Wolverine. Let's go.
Out.
Slam. Shift. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. McCoy.
Get there.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Stop.
2 yards.
Double up. He's coming.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Yellow. 180. Let's make these babies cry. On Sunday. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with Michel on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Michel. They'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 56.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Woo! 56 to Mike. 56 to
On
Mike.
third down, Jackson.
I'm coming for you, son.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Yellow.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got Sanu. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
On first down, Michel slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
On second down now, it's Ross. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And able to find Dorsett. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Darren Lee in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's checking.
On second down, Michel.
Fly to the ball. Run.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Quick talking.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Michel. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, it's Ross. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Move. Alert, alert.
On 2nd down. It's McCoy, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A toss play. Here's Perine. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Attack, attack. Bang, 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 bang.
Whip, whip.
Yellow.
Watch the whip. Slant.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Chiefs.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Box trap. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Here it comes, here it comes.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to Tyreek
Tyreek
Hill.
Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
The score, Patriots 21, Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
We got to step it up.
Check 37, check 30. Yellow. Check. Hey, yellow, hey, go going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Chiefs 10. Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. All day, every day, any day.
And it's Michelle once again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got him. Hey, we're 6. We're high. You're coming. Run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Check Mike, now.
Go going.
Doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
He's coming. We got
Yellow.
Say.
80 weapon.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check. Watch 54.
Watch the pass.
Hey, watch. Check.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes.
It's just me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Let's go now. The mic, boys. 50 out low. Check 56.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Match box.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Kill.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
At the 30-yard line.
Wise motion. Wise motion.
Again, it's Williams.
Run.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
54.
57. You better be afraid of me. You better. Color. Me.
Charlie, ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Don't get nervous.
15. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he loses the football a second time. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Michelle looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop, Breland speaks. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Wait, that's 53. Regular.
Drop deep. 56 to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Again, it's Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Hey, alert 3.
Alert! Hey, orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
Rabbit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Joker, 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 Joker. 36.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 9, check 9.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike's 5-4.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, Michelle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Back, back, back.
They'll try the left side. Ross. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Nice hit, boy.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check.
On Sunday.
Check three.
Yellow.
Under 10. Slam.
And to give this time to the tailback. Always got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Fresno.
Watch that.
Attack.
Switch. Alert 3. Stick guy.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Watch twist.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right.
Hey, Ripley.
Tight on the right.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 31, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He finds McCoy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Out, Delta. Motion.
And again, it's Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go, fellas.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
A final score now from Oakland. And it was the Raiders who were able to come away with a victory there. Derek Carr, 2 touchdown passes in the W. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Check 99.
Yellow.
99. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Now here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Switch. Attack, attack.
Check safety, check safety.
Seam 6. Hey, color, color. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Check.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going for it all. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better right now. You...
From the gun, they run with Michelle.
Go, go.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.